I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the land on which this podcast is recorded today. Also pay respects to the elders past and present, and extend that respect to any other Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander people who may be listening today. This is Melanated in Melbourne, a podcast designed to give an insightful look into the Australian lifestyle from the lens of two Black American besties. Welcome back, Mel Nation. I'm Ri'chard.
And I'm Nicole.
And this is Melanated in Melbourne.
Melanated in Melbourne.
Back in the booth with another special guest. We're eating good this season.
We are.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Gabriyel.
Clamoring. They're so excited.
Thank you for having me. I'm
Now,
so excited.
Are you a Gabriyel? Are you a Gabby?
I used to be Gabby.
Yeah.
This is my lore. I used to be Gabby. Okay, first of all, let's just clear the air.
Okay.
My
Please do.
legal name for everyone is Kayla. My middle name is Gabriyel.
Gotcha.
So when I first started being Gabriyel, I was in high school and I was Gabby. Gabby from high school to college. Yeah. Once I became a woman, I decided that Gabriyel needed to, she needed to step forward.
The butterfly needed to explode from the cocoon.
Exactly. So now I'm Gabriyel.
Gabriyel.
Yes.
Okay, love it. Because I just want to make sure I get people's names right.
Oh, no,
right?
that's absolutely right.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be calling somebody something that they're like, I don't like that.
I have to all the time because Australians love to shorten
everything.
I'm sorry, but they do.
Call you G-banger.
Well and truly, though, they would absolutely shorten the hell out of it. So would you like to give a general overview of your artistry? Do an elevator pitch of who you are, if you will.
Oh, I'm so bad at this because I don't know how to stop talking.
You are in the right place.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. I'm this is the Yap station. You're okay.
This is the elevator pitch if we were on the first floor going to the 150th floor. You know what I'm saying?
Great.
So, born and raised Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, come on, Ohio.
Yes, I'm a Midwestern girly.
Yes.
Moved to New York City after college. Was there for 4 months. Pandemic happened. Moved back to Ohio.
Big P.
Yep.
That even though the pandemic was a horrible time for everyone, it having the time to just sit with myself, especially in the formative years. Obviously, formative years for most people is when you're in high school, you're kind of getting into yourself.
Formative?
Well, the first couple.
I hear what you're saying.
You have periods.
And then, fair enough.
And then the real form is when you're in your mid 20s, but your frontal lobe is getting ready.
See, this is what I was going to say.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all about the front part of the brain. Exactly. Scrambled eggs, it needs to set.
Yes.
It needs to set.
It's coming together. So my scrambled eggs were setting during the pandemic. And having that time to just sit and chill, I got to just learn a lot about myself, regulate myself, figure out what's important to me, figure out what I care about, what I like to do. And that really just helped me stepping into the career. Because I think if the pandemic would have never happened and I moved to New York out of college and tried to get into the musical theater industry straight from that, I would have exploded. It would not have worked out for me. I didn't know myself. I didn't know what I wanted. So going through the pandemic and being able to just figure myself out and then coming out and being able to go on tour after that, I think that really prepared me for the lifestyle of being on tour, because anyone who has been on tour before, y'all know, if your mind's not straight, you will be crooked on tour, okay?
Because you would have to have a routine, but it'd be so hard to establish a routine when you're traveling so much and you're in a place that's unfamiliar to you.
Absolutely.
With your coworkers.
Yeah.
With your coworkers, who you may get on with them, you may not. I feel like in the arts, with musical theater and film and stuff like that, people expect you to be friends with people, but it's work.
Yeah,
sometimes
you're working.
Sometimes you're going to get along with people, and sometimes you're going to be I can't wait to get away from this person.
And I think that's something you learn the more you're in it. I think when you first start, you're okay, we are all theater dorks. We all love to act and sing and play. This is so much fun. And you get there and you're this is work.
This is work.
We all don't have to mesh. Yes. We're all coming to do good work, and we can all trust each other when we're on the stage. But at the end of the day, that is what's most important: is respect, trust, and respecting the boundaries as well.
Air horn. Period. Exactly that.
But we all don't have to be besties, and that's okay.
Yeah, and that's okay.
And I think also when you come to terms with that, it's just easier for you to come to work and be hey girl, key a little bit.
What happened?
You're okay.
And now we're clocked in.
Now we're clocked in.
Do our pleasantries Yeah,
And keep it cute.
Keep it cute.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I get that, babe.
Well, we're so happy to have you on the show. And one of our new traditions is we have a Diva Draft Pick. So before this episode, we were able to give Gabriyel a list of albums that Nicole and I have both decided that we know and love. And the album that we've chosen today is Jaguar by Victoria Monet. I was really excited for this because we'll go into like where we were when it either came out or when we discovered the album.
Yeah.
But I was excited for Victoria Monet to first of all be getting her flowers in general because I knew she'd been writing for everybody and their mother, especially Ariana Grande. But whenever Jaguar came out, it's like when she stepped in, it was like, oh no, I'm stepping out of the booth, back into the booth. Yes. In the front half.
Exactly.
In the recording booth.
On top of the booth.
Yeah, she was on the decks, but now she's on the mic. And this album, I actually discovered it with Nicole. Like, we were hanging out.
I was legitimately going to say this, Ri'chard, because you're talking about, like, our first moment where, because I had been hearing about Victoria Monet, especially during Ariana Grande's Thank You Next era, because I was like, who is writing all these songs? This is amazing, and it happened, I think, right after Sweetener.
Yeah, there was like an 8-month gap between
because it
Sweetener
came out
and
when she broke up with
Pete Davidson.
With Pete, who must have some sort of iron deficiency or something like that with his dark eyes.
It's because it's all going to his dick.
Like some sort of vitamin deficiency. I hope you're
That's
okay,
where all the
Pete.
blood's going. Like that's what they say.
I hope you're okay, but I couldn't believe how quickly Ariana was able to put out this album and then found out that Victoria Monet had penned a lot of it. And I was like, oh, let me get on the radar. And then you and I were walking somewhere.
Yeah.
It was a warm, dark night. And I think we were playing music from someone's cell phone.
Yeah.
And then Jaguar.
Yeah, the single
title
Jaguar.
song. Supersonic pussycat just like a Jaguar.
Don't let me grumble like that. You got 9 times to hit that.
I'm sorry,
That's exactly the reaction she wanted. So.
I'm sorry. If you, for our listeners, I just had to bust it down quick. If you're watching, you're welcome.
You're welcome. And this is why.
Is sexy, so you gotta get a little sexy.
The album is sexy.
But it's like sexy, but it's tasteful.
Very much so.
Like I love when she like talks about a little private, naughty, intimate moment.
Yes.
Because it's
And
just
she's a lyricist.
Yeah,
like
very
the way
much
she wrote it, I'm
so.
like, oh my god, like my brain is turned on.
Very much so. She does it in a way. I wonder what her sign is, but she's just like.
I'm gonna say it's a water sign. That's just a guess.
Oh, I'm getting like
she's like a Capricorn
air.
or
I'm getting
something.
air. Can you look it
Okay,
up?
yeah. All right, everyone make a guess, and then
Okay.
we'll start doing our picks. Because this episode is what's going to be, or whatever we want it to be.
Capricorn.
I'm saying Libra or Gemini.
I'm saying Cancer or Pisces.
Because she just has a way of just being so like, it's like she's got like this elegance, but it's like
Watch her be a
subdued.
Taurus.
Oh my god. How's she a Taurus?
Okay.
How's she? First of all, Taurus. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
So the fact that I was like, watch her be a Taurus and
And then
low.
Oh my
I
gosh.
guess I don't really
Would you
know
like
her
to show
that
it at the
well.
screen so they can see? So they can see.
She is a Taurus.
Taurus. So that's why we had the reaction that we did.
Wow.
Because as soon before we opened it, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so
Born
crazy.
on 1st of May.
I mean, you're saying she always looks elegant. Like, I feel like Tauruses always look crisp.
She just
And they have I think they have a great sense of like anything. My best friend's a Taurus, and anytime she recommends something, I'm like, this was the best meal I've ever had. This was the best movie I've ever seen.
Yes.
The best, like, they just have great taste. So it kind of makes sense that like she is a sign of someone
taste
that
maker
like,
for sure.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like Ri'chard said, she was helping other people and like carving out this lane for herself because we have been so very starved in the R&B world. So I was really appreciative that we got somebody who's like still deliver beautiful lyrics,
Yes.
great melody, stacking of vocals, the sexy sultriness. It was just
performance
the
too.
performance.
Because the
She gives it
music,
all.
like obviously I was there with the music, but then when I saw videos of her live, I was like, what the bleep?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this is
You
what
can also
I've
cuss
been
if you feel like it, but I
missing.
understand if you don't want to because your mama and them watching. But
No,
you
I
feel
be
free.
cussing, but sometimes what
yes.
the bleep just like, you know.
Yeah, but the bleep, you know, I get it.
But yeah, she's just such a performer. And I think a big thing for me, I love a vocalist, I love a lyricist,
too.
but a performer.
Yes.
On
Because
top of
not
all of that,
everyone
not
can perform.
Hey.
Some people just need to be in the studio and that's okay.
Hey.
Yes.
Some people just need to have pen to paper and that's okay.
Hey.
Don't
Not
go on tour.
everyone's
You
a
don't need to do
star.
everything. Yes.
You know?
Hey.
And like, if you're the type of artist that just needs to sit on the stool with the guitar and have an intimate show, I'll come and enjoy if I like your music.
Yep.
But don't try to force yourself to be the next Beyonce if you're not. Because then everyone's going to compare you to Beyonce, and you can't.
And it's not fair.
You don't want to do that to
It's
yourself.
not fair.
Just stay in your lane, do your own thing. You don't
And
have
that's
to,
fine.
you know. So,
I
love
agree.
that Victoria Monet, like, even though she is like, she does give me like full pop star. It's not in a way where people would even want to compare her to Beyonce.
No,
like,
not at all. She's
because I
very
think
much her own
people
thing.
always love to compare, like when another black girlie comes on the scene, they're
Yep.
like, oh, she's Beyonce's daughter. Like, can we just stop comparing Beyonce to anyone?
Everyone.
Like, Beyonce is in her own lane.
Yes.
Let her just stay up there, and everyone else is doing their own thing.
Yes.
I'm so
Gabriyel,
sorry.
I so agree because I really tried to fight this because it's always like a there can only be one
Yes.
kind of feeling. When
In
all the
everything.
when all the white pop girls are coming out and everything like that, I haven't heard anybody say, well, we can't have Addison because we have Zara, then we can't
have Tate because
and we can't
of-
have Tate because I was like, I have never heard any of those, or we can't have Olivia because we have, Rosalie. I haven't heard anybody say we can
That's
only
so
pick
true.
one of the pop girls, but it's always like, if Aaliyah survived, then there would be no Beyonce, or Rihanna wouldn't have been able to come through. And it's just kind of like, why is it that we only can choose one black girl? Like, it doesn't make any sense. There could be more than one. How many of these mumble rappers are out here?
Okay.
Right.
Okay, like there's so many of them, and nobody is ever trying to be like, oh, well, we can only have one of them. So I'm with you on
Yeah.
that. We can have more than one, and they can do their own
Yes.
thing.
And speaking of having things,
Yes.
let's start picking things from this
Oh,
album.
yes,
Let's do it.
Thank you for keeping us on track.
Let's do it.
As all good. So as our guest, you get to go first. So do you already have them in your head, or you need the album up? I can pull it up for you.
I have it in my head. I know for sure. Well, okay, no.
Just in case.
Okay.
Just in case. I don't know if that makes it worse with
This is-
decisions.
Okay, I think my number one, even though Dive was the first song that I heard, and I was like, oh, MG LMNOP, I love this. We might even be falling in love for me.
Listen.
For moi.
Hey,
And it's so short, so you have to listen to it minimum twice.
Yes, it's so
okay,
short.
I may have to cuss you out, Victoria, because why'd you make that song so short?
But then, like, didn't she make the extended version and then added a man on it?
Yeah.
Was it Brent? No.
Bryson Tiller.
Bryson
I'm
Tiller.
so
I knew it was a
sorry.
B name.
Something, it's just, I can't. Like, something about when women make an interlude and it's short and it's sweet and then they add a man on it. I think Rihanna has a song like this that
Cake.
I like. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It's
why? Why are we,
I
like,
know.
I'm so sorry. Like, just let it be a girly pop song.
Yeah.
I know. And make the song longer. That's also
Yes.
another thing that we're doing like nowadays because
TikTok.
well,
I'm
not saying
blaming
Victoria.
TikTok.
Not saying Victoria is doing this, but it's just because we're in the streaming era, they make songs shorter, so you have to play it again and again to get those numbers up. Where back in the day, you had to fill the whole record filled with wax.
That's
so you would get more music and more musicality. 'Cause I would just love to hear a longer version.
Yeah. But I also feel like her albums are quite short. Like, they're not a lot
I
of
know.
tracks on it.
Yeah, even Jaguar 2 was short, and then she did a deluxe version that added like a billion songs to it. But I'm like, you can just do Jaguar 3.
Yeah.
Like, you can
Oh,
just,
yes.
you can just call it Jaguar 3.
yes,
The
yes.
trilogy.
Oh yes.
And then number 2.
Oh, hold on now.
One
Hold
at
on
a
now.
time. No, one at a time. You already cut us at the knees.
Hold on there, G-Baby.
You already took out my first pick anyway, so it's
Yes.
like we go like a draft pick. Each person
Yes.
gets one, and then we go around, so everyone gets a semi-balanced thing.
Yes.
Okay,
So,
got it.
Nicole, I think I went first last time.
Yeah,
so
because you went for, well, I mean, so, well, hey. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. Oh, dang! Like we're really eating with this whole entire album.
That's
Like,
what
I'm
we're pretty
saying.
spoiled for choice.
And because there's only 9 and 6 we're going to be chosen, so 3 will be the unlucky, unloved.
Okay, well then I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with the title track of Jaguar because it has such a strong memory attached
It
to it with
does.
you and I like hearing it together for the first time.
Even when we were looking up, it's like,
It's
what's that
just
one
so-
pussy popping cat
Yes,
song?
big pussy black cat silky yacky bundle bust down Burmese. Like we were trying to remember this song. We were like, oh, it's Jaguar.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah, I very much love that song. So you're gonna pick.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I have so many songs from this album that I was like, yes for. And every single time I make a list, like, I make a list of at least 6 options beforehand, just in case people like, those were my top 2 choices.
Yes.
And I know sometimes, like, it'll sometimes go my way, sometimes go Nicole's way, but I'm always ready for something. So,
ready, so I have to get ready.
My next choice will absolutely be Dive.
Yeah, 100%. Because I was going back and forth over that because that is.
Like,
I was between those 2 for number 1.
100%.
Dive, like, when I said she's a lyricist, I just love hearing people talk about horny things in a very intellectual way, and it's like the way that like I know words aren't new. We're not really making new words. We're making new slang. We're like creating things, but the way that she uses them in so many songs, especially Dive, like let me pull up some of those lyrics while I sit here and
because it's like the pin game.
Yeah, it's like that's like grown people sex.
Grown people, because this is why I'm also very much a Mariah girly, because Mariah be giving you the full dictionary in her lyricism, and I love that.
I forgot about the
Victoria's
Aaliyah references. Well, I want to see you rock the boat back and forth.
Oh, that's see you back and forth.
Oh, the board, don't sink. Legs crack, watch your face, entertain my lap. I like, if you keep it on repeat. It just goes on forever. So Dive is one of those songs where it's like, yes, that's on my sex playlist. Sorry, mother. I know you're listening. It is what it is. And also the horn in the background.
I am missing. I mean, I don't know if they're like horns like from the not computer, but the keyboard or what. But like, I'm just missing like real instruments on the track.
It needs it, and it's so crisp, it's so sharp. Dive is so like there are some songs that are like more impactful to me, and I hope to be able to get that with my second choice. But I was gonna lose this completely if I did not get Dive in my tops.
What do we do if
Yeah, so now we're gonna go back through.
Yeah, so now we go back to you, and you get your second choice
from the remaining
songs.
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
Then I'd have to go with. I think something's telling me "Touch Me."
Yes, good song. Good song.
I'm actually really glad that you got, because I was worried which 3 are going to get left. That's what I'm thinking. Like, these are all incredible songs. The album's incredible, but Touch Me was one of the ones. I'm going to let you do your reasoning, and then because I have a reason for also loving Touch Me.
Yes.
Well, I love Touch Me just because it's a great song, but she also, have you listened to the Christmas instrumental version?
Yeah.
Oh, I listened to it on repeat when I first heard it, and I was late to the game. So after I heard it, I was on the tour bus for Hairspray, and I was like, "Have you heard this? Have you heard this?" And it was like, "Yeah, girl, she released it 2 years ago." I was like, "Okay,
yeah, we heard it. Y'all can be a little more excited.
Yeah, gotta go be happy."
Yeah,
right. Just be like, welcome. This song, like, put me on the more stuff, because when Nicole and I discovered like Victoria's EP, other people were like, "Yeah, we knew." I'm like, okay, you're a bad friend then.
Like,
you were just sitting on this?
You heard a good song and didn't think to send it to your friend.
Right.
You gatekeeping.
Yes.
Genuinely.
And girls love to gatekeep.
Not
like,
me.
I'm not gonna lie, I love to be like, okay, I was here before everyone else. I'm not gonna lie, I do. That's my Aquarius moon. But I will never
Let it be clear.
Let it be clear.
I was here first.
But I'm glad we're here together now.
Yes.
Period. You know?
There's room on the boat. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Love that. So one of the things that I really love about Victoria Monet as a whole, just being an openly bisexual Black woman in this industry is very difficult. And Touch Me was written about Kalani. I don't know if y'all knew that. Touch Me was written about Kalani.
I forgot about that.
I had to confirm, because like, I know one of these is written about Kalani, so I literally had to Google it. But yeah, Touch Me is written about Kalani because they had like a brief tryst situationship, a love affair, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just like, yes, especially in this industry, queerness is not as openly celebrated as it could be, even in the year 2026. A lot of things are going.
Still a long way to go.
Long way to
Especially within
go.
the Black community too.
Yes. We talk about that so many times.
That part.
Yes. So Touch Me is incredible. It was on my list, so thank you for choosing it. I'm very happy to have lost it there.
Yeah.
Nicole, what would you like to pick for your second choice?
I think you know how I am about my album intros, so I'm gonna have to go with Moment. Your motherfucking Moment.
Right.
Trombone, never mind. The horns again. I also like the story about that's how she met her baby daddy, because she was going to a gym. They were shooting the music video for Moment, and whoever she was supposed to have play her love interest had dropped out, and she had been seeing, I think I know his last name is Gaines. I may first follow him on Instagram.
And as you were allowed. That's what the internet's for.
Listen, hey, I just be wanting to get different workout routines.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a public profile. You're viewing it as a member of the public.
Heaven forbid a Black girl got hobbies. Okay?
And I support it.
So yeah, she needed a love interest for her music video. She had been seeing him in the gym, but she ended up going up to him and just was like, hey, I know this sounds really weird, but I'm a musical artist. We're gonna be recording a music video, like, I think like this week, and the person that was gonna play my love interest has dropped out. Could you do it? And when I tell you the chemistry they have in this music video, God.
I also have it. Today I learned.
Listen, hey, go ahead. You can pause this video and go watch it and come back to us, because I wouldn't even be mad, because it is just, oh my God, they're just two of the sexiest people. It's just sultry, and they're like just drinking each other in. And she got pregnant not too long after that.
Right.
And then had
Probably
baby
with Moment
Hazel,
playing in the
who was
background.
so freaking cute.
Hazel's so cute. How old is she now?
Oh, I think she's like maybe 4 or 5. I'm sorry I'm in your business like this, Victoria. I'm just like, I know. It's like,
Right.
I know you listening. Shout out to Victoria Monet. I know you listening, girl.
And that's everybody's
I don't mean
cousin.
to be in your business like this. I know it's giving parasocial relationship. But they were just so beautiful. And I believe they're no longer together. But they seem to have like a very good co-parenting situation. But I will always remember the Moment music video, because jaw kunk on the floor, and he's so very beautiful, and she's so very beautiful. So
Yeah, she
it's delicioso. Delicioso. Ri'chard, would you like to finish us off?
See, this is why I didn't like being last, because whatever I choose, I will be letting down 3 incredible songs. So I'm really taking this very seriously, looking at the lyrics, having to scroll through. So I'm gonna go a quick elimination. Respectfully, Big Boss is not gonna be in a contender for me.
I think that's fair enough. I think that's fair. I do like it, but yeah.
I enjoy all of it. When it's like when all the songs are good, there's still a ranking of like, I'd rather this one gets more replays. My next elimination is gonna have to be getting rid of Go There With You, because I love it, but it's a little bit too slow for what I've already done. Because I'm currently torn between Experience and Ass Like That. So I think I'm going to actually lock in Experience. Mainly because it has the king of all features, Khalid, as well as S.G. Lewis, who might be Australian or he might just be British. I don't know, but they love him here.
Interesting.
And he's a really good, I guess, DJ producer. I do love a lot of his individual stuff as well. So the fact that I have 3 artists on here that I enjoy, and Experience is just such a fun song, and it just feels like I feel like I gotta run to. I feel like I gotta be doing something. Like I feel like this experiences will get you to change. It's like
I want just the experience to get to change. It's such a cute little. It just reminds me of springtime. Sometimes there's certain songs that make me feel like certain seasons.
Me too.
That song gives me springtime, along with "Why Don't We Fall in Love" by A. Marie. Because that whenever I hear that song, I'm like, oh, it's like we're out of the winter time. It's just like walking down the street. Yes, I'm feeling the warm air on my skin, and it's just like, it's very much that. So, good pick, boo.
Oh, no, there's a real horn. They're all real horns. Like,
I would have thought that she would have been a real instrument girly.
Because it's so crisp. Because everything can sound pretty authentic on the keyboard. But it gives a whole breakdown. I'm like, I'm gonna go with the Experience for my final pick.
Well done. So just to go over who picked what.
I have chosen Dive and Experience.
I have chosen We Might Be Falling in Love and Touch Me.
And I have chosen Jaguar and Moment.
Moment is such a good one. Moment is actually a song that I hold very closely. Like this is all a lover girl album.
This video.
Right. That's what I'm like. I'm literally gonna run out of here and be like, don't talk to me. Throw my book off the counter. Be like, I need to watch this 5-minute video. But no, it's incredible album, incredible picks. As always, hop on our Instagram and vote to see who won. It's gonna be a very tight one. I don't even know who I always vote as well, because why not get the number started, you know? So I don't even know who I'm gonna vote for, and I'm in it.
Oh my gosh. Yes, and I have a special place in my heart for Victoria Monet because of her. That's how I got my wedding DJ. His name is DJ David. He does all like the club 1-bedroom parties. Like Duran Bernard has come and spun for him, and DJ Miss Milan, who's the DJ for Doechii. Like she comes by and they always do these like parties like in a bedroom, but the mixes are always so fire. And Victoria reposted one of his clips to her page because he did a remix to All Right, which was like, he gave me some dick in bed, but it was like, he gave me some dick, 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 dick,
Oh,
dick,
yes.
dick, 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 dick. And like, you saw everybody's face, and I was listening to this, and I was like, yo, this is some fire. And saw it was a DJ, and then went to his page, and I was like, oh my God, he DJs weddings. And listen, he tore the house down at my wedding. It was so good. The music was amazing. He made me a remix to Freakum Dress. And it was so good. I was losing my mind. I felt like we were having like a night at the club. Like even my whole family was like, we had such a good time. So shout out to DJ David. Shout out to Victoria Monet because she gave me my wedding DJ. So I really appreciate her.
That sounds like a vibe.
It was
a DJ
good.
can make or break a wedding.
absolutely.
I was like, this is a very important part. And that's why I wanted like a DJ. I didn't want a wedding DJ. I wanted like a DJ.
DJ.
Yes, you must. You must.
Yeah. And he did that. So shout out to him. So. Yeah.
Thank you again for playing, and thanks for coming on the show. One of the things we love to do, actually, I'll let you take the lead here, Nicole. What would you like to hop into?
Well, you're a musical theater girly.
Yes.
So I like to know, what's your favorite musical? Because this helps me know.
Ooh.
Not to put you on the spot, but you are on a podcast.
And in the middle seat, in the
And
hot
in the
seat,
middle
unfortunately.
In the middle seat.
It's a setup.
It's really hard.
You can list multiple. We ain't too strict.
I think one of my favorites for a couple of reasons. I love The Last 5 Years.
Oh, okay.
I love this show
one, yeah.
because as an actor, I would imagine it's so challenging to find a way to make it your own because you don't want to be a carbon copy. And then it's also very actor focused. Like you want to sound good, of course, but like you have to, it's only 2 people on stage and they're never like really singing or talking to each other really. Some productions is a little different. Like sometimes they kind of, take some liberties and they are on stage together, but they're not like singing together except for once. And the woman is telling
I'm still hurting.
I don't know you.
No.
This is I'm Still Hurting. There was a movie with Anna Kendrick and Jeremy Jordan.
And the guy's telling the story from the beginning of the relationship, and the woman is telling the story from the end of the relationship. And it just like goes
and they overlap.
They meet at the wedding. Just Jason Robert Brown, like his music is incredible. So, and I also love that show because I've seen a couple people take liberties on the casting, and it changes the dynamic.
Interesting.
So if you have like a gay couple as Jamie and Kathy, or if you want to change it, or like interracial, or during the pandemic, I saw 2 Black people do like a video version of. Oh my God! And
the
just
creativity.
like hearing different voices on different pieces, like it moves you in different ways, and so I do love that show for that reason.
Love it.
But if you want just like classical musical theater, like ragtime.
Oh, you really throwing it back. Okay,
Yes,
cute,
like
cute.
I do miss just like traditional musical
A little
theater singing.
Bring in the horns.
But I just miss just like the legit singer and just like the bass, like the baritone. Like I just miss all of these vocal types. And like now I feel like a lot of contemporary musical theater is all like the same. It's just like
it's
this like
jukebox.
musical theater sound. And it's like, that's cute. It's cute.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I need something from the gut.
The diaphragm.
I want to cry. And I think the last time I saw a show, I mean, I'd be crying in the overture because I'm just annoying. But like,
I get it.
the last time I saw a show and I was like, I'm feeling a guttural feeling, which is crazy because I'm about to do the show, is Waitress.
Oh.
So excited. That's so great. I just really love Sarah Bareilles. Shout out to Sarah Bareilles in the show and writing the music and
Come
stuff
out,
like that.
Sarah, please come eat a pie with us.
We would love to have you, Sarah Bareilles. That was chimes. Okay, because it was like, that's so exciting.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
And I saw the show for the first time when it was on Broadway, and I haven't watched it since. But now that I'm like getting into the world, I just watched it on YouTube, and I just forgot how good this show was. It has a bit of everything. You are gonna laugh a little bit, but you're going to feel, and you're gonna feel for these like women who are like ordinary women that you can meet every day. They have their own backstory, and they're all so different from each other. But because of the proximity of their job, they have an understanding that is just so beautiful. This unbreakable bond. And I forget the line exactly, but Becky has this line to Jenna, and she says something like, "I'm in this for life. Like this relationship, this is for life." And that is just like, sometimes, I mean, I don't know if you guys have had like, you know, hospital jobs, like, you know, but like sometimes you'll be working, you're 19 years old, and your coworker is a 55-year-old lady.
And that's your best friend.
And that's your best
Exactly. Big Susie.
Okay, the manager yells at you because you're a young kid, and Susie's like, "Don't let that stupid bitch get to you like that.
Yes.
Like, I
Oh
got
my
you,
gosh.
baby. I got you. You need some help with your
Yes.
tables.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
yes." And I feel like that's kind of like what Becky is for Jenna. Sorry, I'm rambling now.
No,
but
no, no,
No.
no. It's so felt. It's
those
so
are like
felt.
the three. I would say right now, obviously Waitress, because shameless promo, and
Yeah,
also
obviously.
because it's such a good
Period.
show. But yeah, I loved the classics like Sweeney Todd, Les Mis, Ragtime. Like, I just love those old timey voices.
What did you think about Ariana's version of "I'm Still Hurting"? Because during like lockdown, everyone did all these kind of things, but she did a cover of that, and I have some feelings, and I love Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, but
That's a sad trombone.
I thought it was gonna
That was a sad. It was giving wah wah wah.
like, and again,
Sorry,
Ariana's
Ponytail.
my girl. Like I love her
Yeah.
down, but I
Me
think
too.
that wasn't the right song for her. But I wasn't like, because I know you said that putting a person into a role will change the meaning of it, and I really think that was like, it was good, but it wasn't an Ariana Grande song.
I think, because I honestly forgot that even happened. I think I saw that it happened. I turned it on. I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you next. No shade. Love thank you next though.
Yeah.
But that's what I want to hear.
Spit
And,
on
but
the
like, I
microphone.
did love her as Glinda. Like, it's not that
Me
she can't
too.
do musical
Me
theater, because
too.
I know she's a musical theater girly at heart.
Yeah.
But that just wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's hard with that show with the last 5 years, because it's singy, but it's also like chatty. It's a chat sing too.
Yes.
You know, because you have to focus on the diction. It's being told through songs. So the diction's very important. You got to have this bite. And I feel like Ariana's sound is not bitey.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
as
it's-
Glinda wasn't very bitey.
No.
You know, so yeah.
I hear what you're
How do
saying.
you think Anna Kendrick did? Did you see that? Did you see the film?
Oh,
This is a safe space.
Take
This is a controversial take, and every time I say it, I get booed.
Not booed.
I think she's a gorgeous, gorgeous girl. She's just
do.
not for me.
Okay.
In the sense that I think there are so many people out there that, like, I think there was a time when Anna Kendrick was like everywhere, was being shoved down our throats, and I wasn't understanding what it was. I didn't think she was bad.
Yeah.
But I just, there's so many other girls that
Yeah.
I think
It was
are
whiteness.
better, you know?
She was the
I
white it
understand
girl
that.
of the moment.
She was. So for me, I was just like, I'm getting a little bit over it. And then when she was in my favorite musical, I was like, a little salty, but you know, she is a great
Yeah,
singer.
she
She's
is
a great
good.
performer.
Yeah, I
I
won't
think
take that
was
away
just
from
like,
her.
Will never. I
But
always give her
sometimes people
flowers.
aren't necessarily your cup of tea.
For sure. And I think sometimes, like, I think Hollywood or the entertainment business, they get someone that's like their it person at the time, and they're like everywhere, and then I think it's just oversaturated. So I think once last 5 years came out, I was like, oh, I wanted something new.
Emma Robertson, Beauty and the Beast.
Okay. Okay. Now that's a low hanging fruit.
I mean,
What else was she cast for?
Yeah,
What else was she cast
I get
for?
it. It's just like there seems to be a trend of casting people who couldn't carry a tune if they had a bucket.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
It's
And it's
really
just like,
sad.
but they're trying to bank on something else.
But what I don't understand is, like, for me, I don't think that that's gonna get you the money that you want.
No.
Listen, make the art good.
Yes.
Right.
Make the good art. Make the art good.
It's very much either you're doing fan service or you're doing service to the product. Because
Yeah.
like
Period.
Disney was doing these remakes so they didn't lose their property rights. They don't care about live action Jungle Book and Lion King.
Yeah,
They want more
it's
monies and they don't
not-
want to keep it so no one else can do a bootleg knockoff theirs because they lose their rights if they don't do something every product every certain amount of years. And that's why we got Snow White a couple years ago, and that's why we're gonna get Tangled.
Moana again.
Now we're getting Moana in live action, and it's like. This is all happening because they don't want to lose anything. And it's like,
Yeah.
you are billion quadrillionaires. Let it go.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it.
It's like that mouse is greedy.
Listen,
That-
the mouse
yeah.
be making that money.
If you give a mouse a cookie.
And sometimes I be giving it to
Hoarded.
and sometimes I be giving it to them
I do
because
too.
yeah,
Because
Right.
I
sometimes
have a childlike joy inside.
Me too.
No,
me too.
I'm complaining because I'm like, stop, because you know we're gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and we're gonna
I'm
fight, we're
probably
gonna argue
give
about
you
it. Like, I'm not gonna watch them the first week anyway.
No.
Like, really?
Yeah, no, it's like, well, I mean, because like the last time that they really, really, truly, I mean, like Moana is definitely something that I'll be tuned in for because the music alone is just like really close to me.
Unfortunately,
And
yeah.
before I had moved to Australia, I was like watching Moana on repeat because she was being called. You know, she was being called by the standing at the edge of the water, long as I can remember, never really knowing wondering why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I go back to the water. You know but being called to do something and you don't necessarily understand why you're being called to do it. It's like, why can't I just be normal and regular? But I know that I have this thing in front of me that I have to do. I have this quest that I have to go on. I'm scared as hell to leave home, but there's something calling to me. Yeah. So I was boo-hooing. Oh my God, to
it's
some
such
Moana.
a good song.
Yeah.
And then when I don't know if this is a spoiler, but like I know it's been out for years.
It came out 10 years ago. That movie came out 10 years ago.
You don't want a spoiler for Moana?
Right.
Yeah.
For Moana. Yeah.
It's not that big of a spoiler, but you know her grandma dies, and then like when Moana finally goes out on like into the water, and then the stingray comes with her.
Woo.
Oh, that almost took me clean straight out of here. Disney just knows how to pull at your heartstrings.
It
like,
really does.
There's so many like Pixar movies. I'm like, okay, y'all go see it, and then I'm crying.
Listen. Even the Pixar shorts be fucking me up.
No, right.
I
love you. I know. I saw it forming in the
That's why you made the two volcanoes and they couldn't find each other. The one volcano kept exploding and they was trying to find the love of their life and they couldn't be together until the other volcano died and then that was below the water and then they found the get together and then they can't
Please, girl,
No, but I'm joking now, but I was literally tears streaming, boo.
How did they do that?
It's beautiful. It's art, baby.
Yeah,
it's
art.
Absolutely art.
So that's why they still get $1 out of it.
100%.
Right.
Maybe 10. It's
100%.
Right.
Maybe 10. Maybe everything.
I mean, in Australia, it's like 23, but...
I'm so shocked they don't have a Disney World or Disneyland here. That
I
just
know.
feels crazy.
They just don't got the population for it. It's just like, because I love I know. I wish they did. But it's like the closest thing we do have is like Disney Seas in Japan, and I've always wanted to go there. I've always wanted to go there.
I also think there might be some legislation around it because there's no roller coasters here either. Like they only have Movie World in the entire country.
Been. Every time I'm like in the area,
it's okay. Sorry, Australia. Like it's all y'all got. You'll try it.
They got a good couple. I know.
Right.
Six Flags,
We're spoiled.
Disney. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're spoiled for choice.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other thrills in America as well that aren't meant to be thrills.
Yeah.
Scary, but
yeah. It's a choose your own adventure all the way around.
Yeah.
But speaking of America, you've been here for a while because obviously you're about to do Waitress. You just did Cats. What was the process like for you coming here? Like, what was the experience like? Had you been here before Cats?
Okay, so when I first came here for the very first time, I think it was 2022. Was with Hairspray. So I did Hairspray, I left for a year, then I came back to do Sister Act, and then I did Cats, and now I'm doing Waitress. So Sister Act, Cats, and Waitress just like back to back to back, which has been such a blessing. But yeah, coming here was kind of by chance. Like a lot of people have been asking, like, girl, like how, like, can you help me get over here? Like, how'd you get over here? And I'm like, girl, it was just kind of just like right place, right time type shit because so I was doing the tour in America, and at that time when the American tour was ending of Hairspray, Australia was beginning their tour of Hairspray. And we know the population of Black people in the industry here, they're, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're here. We're here, but it's not as many. So they reached out and asked if a couple of us would be interested in auditioning, and it would be easier because we already done the show. We know
so they know that you can do it.
Exactly. Yeah. And that was pretty much my ticket over here. And this is why I think everything happens in due time. What is meant for you will never pass you by. Came here, did Hairspray, and at that point I was on the tour for 2 years. I never wanted to tour before, but you kind of got to go where the money resides. You know?
Absolutely.
And so after touring with Hairspray, I was like, okay, that was cute, but I'm ready to sit down. Like, I'm ready to go home. I want to be in New York City. Like, that was my dream. That's what I always wanted. Got to New York. The work was dry for me. Everyone else seemed to be prospering, but it was dry for me. And it was getting a little detrimental, and I was getting a little desperate, and I was just like, I just remember I was at my wit's end. I'm like kind of like a spiritual Barbie, but like
yes.
I was at my wit's end, and I just remember I came home. I had a horrible shift, and I was on food stamps at the time, and like my food stamps got canceled, and I was just like,
oh my gosh!
Literally, I like come home from work, open my mailbox, see it, and I'm like,
oh
my God.
So
I'm on my couch literally crying. I'm like saying to like whoever's listening, I'm just like, I need a long-term job that pays well. I don't care where it is. Go to sleep, wake up to a message on Instagram. Would you be interested in auditioning for Sister Act? And I don't care what you believe in. But it is always speak what you want and speak it plain.
Speak up.
Because everything I asked for in that moment of desperation came true the next morning. Amen. Manifest prayer, whatever, journaling, whatever it is.
You were in the right place for that. Amen. We 100% co-signed.
Yeah. You gotta just tell whatever you or whoever you're speaking to what you want.
Period.
And it will happen for you as long as you like full-heartedly believe that,
Period.
It's gonna happen.
Period.
So, and then I think me having that period in New York where it was like really bleak, I learned a lot. Yeah. I learned how to grind. I learned how sometimes you have to make sacrifices to pay the bills. And
especially
my biggest sacrifice right now is being away from my friends and family.
Totally.
That is the hardest part about this career. While there's so many beautiful, amazing things that are happening to me right now, and I'm so grateful, I will always have a hole in my heart because my family's not here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you guys, you feel it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think having that time in New York City, it made me be in a mindset where I was just like, okay, if you want to make this dream come true, you have to be ready to make some sacrifices and you have to be ready to grind. And so they asked me to come do Sister Act, and I just knew I needed to be ready. I was covering Casey Donovan's role of Dolores. Rehearsal, and I came to rehearsal a week and a half late. So I was learning my own material, but then I would also come home and learn my Dolores stuff and watch the video, see what Casey's doing, because I was just like, I need to be ready.
Just in case,
just in case. And then, I mean, the rehearsal process, opening night, previews, like, that is a lot.
It's so much.
And it just got too much, and in case just needed a break before opening night, and I ended up going on for the last preview before opening night.
Nice.
And nowadays, whenever I'm talking to people who are covering, I'm like, don't jinx it, girl, because you'll go on sooner than you want. I remember when I was in Harrisburg, I was like, I just need 3 months. I just need 3 months to settle in before I go on for the role I'm covering. I was on in 3 weeks. Okay, great. And then with Sister Act, I was like, don't say nothing, girl. And then I remember when they called me up and they were like, so Casey's not feeling well. Are you able to go on? And I was just like, I don't remember it. Like, my mind was just like, zoom. And I was just like, okay. And I just remember being behind the curtain, waiting for the curtain to go up. Wow. In my head, I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. I've been thinking about that. Like, it was crazy. And it's experiences like that, like, even though you're low-key being thrown to the wolves and you're just, like, scared shitless, it's moments like that that's like, this is why I'm in this.
100%, because the show must go on.
Yes. And, like, I just remember after that show, I was just like, I couldn't even go to sleep. Like, I just kept being
I get that. I get that too.
That happened to me. And that was my first time playing a lead and doing a role where the story does not go forward without my character.
Yes. Yeah.
So it was just like so many big things happening at once. Anyway, I'm running my mouth.
This is what this is here for.
This is what we ask because we want to know.
Yes, and what I want to know is, when did you first feel your calling that you were supposed to be a performer? You're supposed to go on stage. You're supposed to be singing. You're supposed to be a storyteller. When did you first feel that calling?
It took me a while. Because I've always loved musical theater. Like, growing up, I watched like all the movie musicals. Like, I loved it. I was like literally only listening to Michael Jackson in musical theater.
Oh my God, I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to MJ.
So that's all I was listening to. And I guess I never thought it was a real option, because I think in my head I thought, if you wanted to do this, you had to be the type of kid that's like, I'm in ballet school at 3 and I'm taking voices, And I wasn't doing that. I came from a musical family. Like, I was in choir and school and like band and stuff. But I was like, well, that's not what they doing on Disney Channel. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I need to be in classes and stuff. So I thought I couldn't do it. So when I ended up going to college, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I went undecided, took a sociology class, and I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
You do.
I did it. Actually, I also knew I was doing. So I'm like, I'll do sociology. I have a whole degree for it. I'm like, now what? You go back to school. Because there's no jobs in it. But it absolutely loved it.
It's such an interesting field, though. And that's the thing I was really intrigued by, because I'm so interested in, like, why humans behave the way they do, how our brains work. Like, I just thought it was cool. And then I took, like, a methods class, and I was like, oh, this is hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not just, like, theories and stuff. This is hard work. And at that same time I was having that experience, I did a cabaret. I just decided, I'm just going to join this cabaret. I'm not a musical theater student, but I'm going to audition and see if I can get in, because I just want to perform. And when I was having those two experiences at the same time, I was like, sociology, this one cabaret, like a degree, or this cabaret is giving me so much life. This degree is sucking it out of me. I think I have to change majors.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's crazy because my high school theater teacher wrote a note to my mom that I didn't know. she wrote a note to my mom, was basically like, you have to encourage Gabriyel to change her major. Isn't that crazy?
I love when a teacher looks out for you.
She literally like, and I didn't know about the note. I figured it out on my behalf. And my mother is always my biggest supporter. So she was like, I don't know what you think you're gonna do with sociology, but if you want to do it, I'll let you do it. But don't do what you think you're supposed to do. Do what you want to do. And that's
so pivotal as well.
Yes.
Like that kind of support as at the foundation.
Good. Absolutely. Yes. And so many performers don't have that. And that's because
you could have had the mama from Sister Act 2.
Yeah.
Singing don't pay no bills.
And just the fact that they canceled Cheryl for that role is so crazy to me. Like, the irony is crazy. Nobody's singing in this house. Like, ma'am? Do you know who you are? Dreamgirls?
Oh my gosh.
But it's crazy. And it's crazy just having that support makes such a difference. Because I know so many performers who are like so talented, but because they don't have the support, they're unable to just really take off. And it just makes me so sad. Like, we are really missing out on some real talent out here because it's just really so hard to like really like break into this career. It's just extremely hard. So like your heart has to be in it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so then after that cabaret, I was like, I'm gonna audition for the program.
Yes.
Got into the program, and I've been doing the singing.
What you sing for the cabaret?
Oh God, what did I sing? I don't even know if I had a solo because I wasn't a major.
Okay.
I think I was just singing, like, I was doing chorus stuff. Like, I think we did, do you want to have fun?
Oh, big spender.
Yes. And then we did
Sweet Charity.
Yes.
Ba-dun-dun.
And I was loving it. We had a chair. I was like,
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I loved it. And yeah, so I was just happy to be involved. So yeah, but I really feel like I didn't start to feel like, oh, maybe I could do this until I got to New York City and worked and collabed with other working artists.
NYC got here this morning. 2 books, 1 bag, 1 key. Did you get off the bus like that? Because that's how you gotta do it. It's the law.
You have to.
You have to.
You have to let New York City know you're here.
Is there a time lapse when you're like, when you suddenly stop singing that, someone else gets off the bus, you're like, why are they doing this?
No,
Hey, we got another one.
I turned into a New Yorker real fast in terms of my attitude. I'm so sorry.
It does. The city makes you that way.
I
The
kind of
city
brought my New
makes
York
you that
attitude here,
way.
and I have to calm myself down because like New Yorkers are like fast.
100%. It's about keeping the time of the city.
Yes, like you need to
about
have
keeping the
on your
time.
gym shoes because you
Period.
need to be able to move.
Period.
Here,
Time is money.
People are kind of
leisurely.
leisurely walking,
Yes.
so I just need to remind myself. Why are you rushing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gave yourself an hour to get here. If you continue to move at this speed, you're going to be there 45 minutes early.
Yep.
Relax.
Yeah. But I get it. It's like, it's hard to break out of that mindset because New York very much is like either you keep the time of the city or you just get chewed up.
Yes, they're going to get you.
They're going to get you.
They don't care.
They do not care. They don't care about your little feelings. They don't care about
your
none of
subscribe
that.
story. They don't want none
They
of
don't
it.
care
They
about
don't
none of it.
care. If you're like, this is my first day here and I don't really know, they're like, get the fuck out my way.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
period.
You
Figure
right.
it out over there.
No, literally, like, you're so right.
Yeah.
I should have like got a whole plan together before I even stepped
Figure
foot
it
out the
out
door.
over
My
there.
bad, girl.
So what are your first impressions of Australia? Like the differences between like America and here?
Well, I do feel safer here.
Period. Big period.
Even though 8 shows a week is a lot, and I feel like I don't really have a lot of time for myself, I do feel like there's an emphasis on joy, though.
Yes.
And just like doing things that are fun. Like there'll be times like, you know, we have like Monday, Tuesdays off, and then like someone in the cast is like, let's go to the beach, or let's go to the peninsula.
The peninsula.
peninsula.
All right, let's go down to the peninsula.
Yeah, the
Mornington.
Mornington.
At the beach. I always love the beach. Yes. Yeah.
You're right. Or even just like,
Yes.
oh, we have a show in the evening. Let's go to the beach in the afternoon. I'm like, I
Yeah, I
can
know.
go to the
I
beach
can
in the
go to the
afternoon.
beach
You
in the
can.
afternoon.
I don't have to just sit in bed and be like,
Yes.
okay, I have a show coming up.
Yeah,
Am I
yeah,
drinking
yeah,
enough? Like, I can be happy. So I think there's like more joy here. And what else? I don't know. I'm just like so happy here. I can't lie. Like
That's so
again,
good.
it sucks that my family isn't here.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is the toughest part.
But I'm just like happy. And I don't know if it's just the city. I mean, it did win #1 best message.
It did.
Period.
She came back to the top.
Just letting y'all know. Okay.
I've been trying to tell everyone, like, because obviously, I'm sure now that you guys are here, you've had people like, I'm gonna come visit you, and like, they're like,
They don't do it.
yeah, well, they look at the tickets and they're like,
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa,
And
and
the
I'm
time.
Like, yeah.
And the time.
Yeah. And with the privilege that we have of being here, like it doesn't get lost on us that we have significantly more vacation time than usual, gun control, healthcare, like things that we have here, and like they are also looking from the mindset of like, oh, it's really expensive, really far to get there. Will it be just like America when I arrive? Like a lot of people will still ask to this day, are they racist over there? Like, what's this like? Are they? Because a lot of their traumas they're based in all their understanding of being in America, which I had it too. And even anytime there's like a random pop, I still flinch because I'm like, wait, this is not here.
Yeah.
But it's just so ingrained. So like, it is very hard to sell people on the joy of the capacity and like try something new. Like you said, the homesickness is so real.
Yeah.
Like starting this podcast and like being able to connect with other Black people who also feel the same. Like whether you are from America or from the UK or just if you're an expat of any kind, not having your family, not having that network, that base. You feel it in real time. And being able to have the Black people who get it, like, okay, I can breathe a little bit more, but you still miss your people. Like, you can have more people, but those are not your people. Like, in your head, you're like, oh, I need my people for this. And then you see your family. So it's a very difficult thing. Like, being this happy and also being this homesick at the exact same time is
It's hard.
It's so hard. My brain can't do it very well.
And I think touching on just being Black here, I remember when I first got here, because I think I really took for granted the diversity in America, just how often I've seen other Black people or just other races at all. So when I first came to Australia, I've like every Black person I see, I'm like, yes. And then they would look at me like, hey girl, because like they've been here so they know the vibe. But for me, I'm like, oh my God, another Black person, like, hey girl, like, you know. But I really am appreciating spaces like this to just come together and talk, because you really do, like, not to say like segregate or anything, but you really do need spaces where like, I don't have to explain anything. There is an understanding of the jokes that I'm making, the sarcasm, the looks that I'm giving you. We are speaking the same language. 100%. I just met y'all and I already feel like we're key in a way that I don't have to be like, oh, I was just kidding, girl.
Like,
exactly.
you don't have to explain yourself. You can say things and be like, no, I know you didn't mean that, but like we all thought it. So it's like
it's just nice to just feel that familiarity. And I just, sometimes I wonder, I'm like, what is it like to be a white person and just come into any space and never really have to think about that unless you're actively going outside of a white space. If you're like, I'm going to an Afrobeats night, of course you're going to probably be the only white person there. But if you're like, I'm going to the club in Australia, you know
it's going to be hella white.
Yes, because it's going to be, everyone there is going to look like you unless you are non-white. So it's just it's an interesting experience to be over here where a lot of people don't look like you, but it's important to have these communities and these spaces to make you feel like you're not alone.
I so agree. I would love to know, what are you doing for your joy nowadays? Because in these times where the darkness is surrounding us, what are you doing for your joy?
For my joy, okay, this is kind of a rogue answer.
Okay.
I have curated my social media in a way where I am getting news, but it's not doom scrolly. Obviously, I want to be informed, but sometimes I'm like, okay, I've seen every side of this conversation. I don't need any more. I'm just saying not interested. Like, I need some laughs. I need less of this. I want to stay informed, but I need less. But also, it's who I follow in terms of my body image and like loving myself.
Totally.
I think I did this in the pandemic. I stopped following any influencer or celebrity that did not represent me at all.
Smart.
In terms of body shape, color, lifestyle. Like, if you are giving something that I cannot even, like a skinny, tiny, white, blonde girl, like that's not me. I do appreciate your content, but I needed a space where I am seeing girls thriving, curvy girls, dark-skinned girls. Like, I just needed that. And that has just shifted my mind. Like, I'm like in a completely different space when it comes to just self-image than I was before because of that. So I think curating social media has been really helpful.
Yeah.
And then also just like trying new things.
Yeah, I love that. Being a little adventurous.
Yes, there's so many classes and stuff you can take. I just started doing hot yoga. It's my new personality.
Look at you. Yeah.
Downward dog, three-legged dog. You know what I'm saying?
Child's pose. Happy baby. Yeah. I'm with you.
But it's just been so fun to just like, show up for myself. Because there are a lot of times I signed up for the class and I'm like, I really don't want to go. I went this morning at 6 a.m. and I woke up at 5:45 and I was like, oh. In order to go to the class, I have to be up at this time. I didn't think about that. And I played The Sims until 2 a.m. So like that was
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm here.
Active choices. You're on vacation though. So
this is true. So I've just been taking classes, trying new things, and like you can really just get online, see what classes are going on, and be like, okay, yeah, I'll make a mosaic lamp. Like, I don't know.
Oh,
yeah, I'll
that's
do it.
cute.
So I just like to just see what's going on in the city, whatever it is, a comedy club, jazz night. Like, I'm going to just show up.
Comedy, you say? I happen to know a thing or two about comedy. But we'll have to get you to come around.
Yes,
for sure.
to.
And I'm backtracking a little bit because
Yeah.
I think it's so good that you've taken the time to kind of protect your piece by seeing something that represents you. And I think that you're being here and performing in the musicals that you are, and especially when you're going to start performing in Waitress, you're going to do the same thing for other little black girls who don't necessarily get to see themselves on stage, in spaces, the main character.
Yeah.
So you're going to be inspiring
It's
so many
still
people.
crazy
It's
to
gonna
think
be
that.
incredible.
Like, I got this lovely message one time, and it was from a little girl's mom, and she was saying that after I performed at the Open, she was like, my daughter has been so moved by your song, and I'm encouraging her to sing it at her whatever she's doing.
little recital
And
or
she
something.
wants to wear a gold dress just like you, and I'm encouraging to wear her 4C curls as well. And first of all, I still feel like I'm that little girl that's getting inspired by other black women. So I'm like, you're getting inspired by me?
But yes. But duh.
What is happening? Yes.
Me? Duh.
It's so
but
crazy,
yes,
but it's such an honor. And it's so important because, like, when people ask, I always get asked a question, like, what's your dream role? For so long, I never gave myself a chance to even dream that big. Like, there's so many roles that I could play, but in my head, I'm like, well, what are the black roles that I know? And then can I sing it? And then I'm like, no, babe, if you wanted to play Elle Woods, you could play Elle Woods. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that I'm not an Elle Woods, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could
play
Anything is
whatever.
possible.
But you could be.
Back in
But
the day,
oh my
back in
god. Yeah, like we could do. You could do anything.
Yeah, so it's just like now that, like, even just like playing Grisabella, there's other black women that have played Grisabella. Obviously, we know Jennifer Hudson played it so recently, but like, it's just a role that when I think of it, I still picture like older white women in. So just being a black woman in the role is just, and also I think it changes things too, because even though we're cats, like you can tell I'm the only black person on stage. So it's like everyone's hissing and scratching at me. Not only am I like in Grisabella's mind, but I'm also thinking like, as a black person, I felt ostracized. I felt these feelings before.
100%.
And so it does, I mean, there were some moments where I would like sing my song and Grisabella dies and she flies up and I would just be like in the harness, like waiting for them to take me down. I would just be like, oh my God. Just like, like sometimes.
Because you feel it. Yeah, you're in it.
Sometimes you feel it. And obviously you're an actor, so you're digging deep into your emotional
You're
well.
connecting to it.
But sometimes you touch on something a little too sensitive. And you're like, oh, fuck, I can't drop this right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there were some moments after Memory I was like, oh
Listen,
my God.
because that's what I love, because that's something I was itching to ask you about, like what was it was like singing Memory, because it's such an iconic song. It's been sung many different times. You probably, as a little girl, you probably heard the song, you know what I mean? So what was it like to actually sing it each night? And were you able to find something new?
Yes, and those would be the most fun shows, is when you allow yourself to play and find something new and feel something different. Because obviously doing a show 8 times a week, like you're gonna be doing the same things.
Start feeling a little
routine.
repetitive.
Yeah, and then also like you're getting certain notes and certain images that the director wants to see, so you have to do said things, but then you also want to find things that are fresh and fun. And then you're thinking about the fact that there are people who've seen the show multiple times, so you're like, well, I don't want to give them the same memory every day,
Oh my God,
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
yeah, but then also, I will say, lots of pressure. Lots of pressure. Because people are waiting for that song.
That's something. Well, I mean,
People are
I
waiting
mean,
for that song.
respectfully, there's not much else. Like,
Hey, you said
Sorry.
that
like, I mean,
But,
like that's the anchor
it's
song.
the-
It's the
it's the
anchor
point.
song.
It's
Yeah.
the tentpole of the musical, for
and
sure.
then, because I was such an unconventional casting choice, just in the sense that most of the time she's an older white woman. I'm also American. So I felt like I had to show people like they gave me this role because they trusted me with it. And I know that like I'm a younger black woman and I'm not from here, and I know there's so many talented Australian people here that could also do the role. They have done it. Like the Grisabella covers, like they're talented Australian women that also carried the role when I was unable to, and they were spectacular. But I did feel the pressure of like being like, I
better do a good job.
Yes, because people are waiting for the song and they're waiting to be like, now why did they hire
First of all, I'm sorry, I can't even midnight. No, that's sand from the pavement. Where's me fucking beer? I just couldn't only.
But I will say, and I guess I didn't really think about it until they dropped a video of me singing Memory, a music video of Memory before the show even started. And I was like so excited. This is my first big thing. I'm reading the comments, seeing what people are thinking, and I see a comment and someone's like, oh, they Negrotized it, I see. Wow. And I was like, oh,
wow.
People are really like upset about this. And I haven't even like done the show yet. Y'all don't even know what I can bring to the table.
See?
And like this is just like being in a position like this has just brought to my attention just how like nasty people are online. Like I don't understand the need to be so nasty online when you don't even know what's happening in the room to make these things come true. Like for instance, like the version that I sang in the video is different than how I sang it on stage because that's what they wanted from me. They wanted the video to feel like Gabriyel. They didn't want it to feel like Grisabella. So if you heard that and you're like, oh, this sounds like a black woman singing it, well, yeah,
period.
Because I'm and I'm singing. But also, it's not going to sound like how Grisabella naturally sounds because that's not what the producers wanted. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know the conversation, so they're just looking at the person that's in the video and blaming you. And I do appreciate when people are saying like nice things, but there have been times people feel like in order to give you a compliment, they have to bring someone else down, or they'll be like, oh, like this was the best time I've ever heard Memory. Like you're so much better than Elaine Page. And I'm like, I can't accept that compliment because like Elaine is my mother. You know what I'm
we
saying?
don't need to pick between. We don't need to put two divas against each other. They both can. Is kind of full circle going back to what we to the Beyonce stuff. Going back to what we were saying at the beginning of the episode, it's like you don't have to put two girls against each other. It doesn't have to be a Highlander situation where there can only be one. Two people can be great. Two people can be great.
Could be four people could be great. Like we can literally the entire
aspect. In their own way, everyone has their own interpretation, their own life experiences that color how their Grisabella is. So yeah, I learned a lot about the public and how they take in theater and how they interact with theater, and it just made me like now when I look at certain things, or if I see like tabloids of celebrities and people are already in the comments like talking shit, I'm like, well, you don't know the day she had. She might have been a little sick and they forced her to go on even though she said she was ill, you know, like people don't think
there's so much context they don't care about.
So much context.
There can be so many different things, but it's just like which one's my camera? Oh, here it is. When it comes to these productions and a new person being put in, you gotta give people a chance. Don't write off people so soon. It's like, well, this isn't the way that they've done it before. Well, that's the thing. They've done it that way before. They're trying something new. I feel like with a lot of the things here in Australia that I get frustrated with is because people don't want to change things. That's why y'all keep seeing the same people over and over again because y'all are too afraid of change. Try it out. Let people try new things. If you missed the old stuff, go watch the old stuff. It's there. There's plenty of it. You have it. Allow people like Gabriyel to come into these new roles and bring new life, new blood to things, because that's how things grow. That's how things grow. Otherwise, it's just going to be stagnant and no one's going to go see it. Nobody's going to be drawn to go see this thing because why would they go see it? They already have. They already have.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just needed to get that off my chest.
No, that is so valid. That is so valid. And that's one of the things about Cats that I really enjoyed because we call ourselves a tribe. Each tribe is so different. Obviously, so each cat has 3 words that like gives them their personality. So like
personality.
So you have these 3 words to pull from, but everyone interprets it a little differently. You know what I'm saying? So if you see a different production in any show, the actor is different. So obviously it's going to be different. But I feel like with Cats, the same heart is there, but there's like a different je ne sais quoi to it, depending on the cast.
What were your 3 words?
My 3 words were proud, hurt, and indomitable.
Ooh, right.
Okay.
Like the snowman. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Shine. Okay.
That is so funny.
Oh, man.
But yeah, Loki like the snowman. They rhyme at least. But yeah, and I never heard of that word before. So when she gave it to me, I was like, okay.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
And I didn't write it down, and then she came back because she knew I didn't know it. She was like, indomitable, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, okay.
And what's the definition of it?
Indomitable is basically like, no, a person that can't be dominated.
Yeah,
I know you shouldn't use the word.
Yeah. No. I dig it.
And I really love like proud and hurt together, because I think when you hear proud, you think of like someone that's like sticking their chest out.
Impenetrable.
Yes.
But can't be affected, but
too,
they can be hurt.
You know.
It's like
complexity, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like check on your strong friends, because your strong friends, like even though they may appear strong, they're probably carrying the most weight because nobody wants to like check on them and assume or understand the fact that they're carrying something with them because they put on such a good front. So yeah, what?
Yes. So I feel like that's what makes cats fun. If you see it more than once, and I always tell people this, and I'm like, I'm not trying to sell more tickets, but like you dead ass need to see it more than once, because there's so much happening. Like it's just the dedication. Like you obviously, like for everyone else, because Crisabella's barely in the show, but
she has the biggest moment.
But she has the biggest moment. So
it's your motherfucking moment.
And full circle.
We love the circle.
I threw that ass in the circle. We bringing the points in the circle.
The theme is circle.
Circle.
But it's also just the dedication to being a cat. Like when like there's so many moments on stage where a certain cat is not being utilized for the moment. And they're still like being a cat, they still have their personality. Like it's just so engaging, and it just brings the audience into the show. I think it's magic. I really do. Like it shouldn't work. It's a show that shouldn't work.
Girly, and I love that. I love it. I love it too.
It works, and it has a cult following. Like we
it
got some
absolutely
fans show
does.
up in cosplay. Like they don't play about cats.
Drinking milk out the bowls.
Okay.
They got their own balls of yarn.
Hanging out
and
the stage door ready to scatter when you throw a bottle.
No, literally, like I'm sure if we were like we're down 2 cats, they'd be like, well, which one you want me to play?
Yeah.
You know, like they were ready.
I've been here every show, every city.
I know everything.
They know.
And so we are running a little bit out of time, but one of the things that we always like to do, one of Nicole's favorite things is we're a manifesting podcast, and you're a spiritual girly. So we always like to have our guests do the manifestation because they do work. We're living proof of it, and especially on the podcast, when you say it around a bunch of people who are also believing in it, and when you put it on the internet, it does become true so fast. So what would you like to manifest for yourself?
Circle, because we were saying if there's something you want, you got to say it out loud. It
Sure.
can't
Say it
just be,
plainly.
it can't just be in your heart. It can't just be in your head. You got to bring it out loud. You got to speak the words that are in your heart.
You sure do.
For real, for real.
I'm looking for my phone. Because I have a list.
Ooh.
It's just 3 words. I started doing this last year, and I will say the 3 words that I choose 3 words for like what I want the theme or the focus or the theme of my year to be. Yes. Last year, I cannot remember the words that I chose, but they all did come true. One of them was success, and one of them, dang it, I can't remember. But I feel like they all came true in different ways. So my 3 this year are abundance, fulfillment, which are kind of the same, but not.
No.
And miracles. Because you have to let yourself, you have to remind yourself that miracles can happen.
They can happen.
Every single day.
Every day. There's never something that's out of reach. If you want it, just ask, babe.
Exactly.
I'm telling you. Put
That
it
is
in your
incredible.
cart.
When you
Yeah.
believe. Okay, sorry.
I mean, that's why it's a song.
Yes.
You know, 'cause
Believe
it's true.
you can. You know, I can't. I'm sorry.
No.
I can't.
You can't, and I'm
This
really proud of your
this
restraint.
podcast will be 3 hours long, and we can believe in yourself.
Which is why I'm
but
proud
I
of your
love that you're
restraint.
ready.
Yeah, Nicole is always ready. It's very much like
That is a gift. I need to watch that now.
it's so good. But we're
It's touring in America. I'm pissed I'm not there right now.
is it touring again?
Yes. Like the revival. Or is it a revival? Yeah. Is it a revival technically? I don't know
believe so.
her.
I believe so. Yeah.
Actually, one of our friends was in it. And
Colby.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Colby
Colby.
Kendall.
We love you and we miss you.
Mr.
Love you,
Baby.
Colby.
But, we're so grateful to have you on the show. Would you like to shout out your socials if you want to get people to be following you?
Yes, you can follow me at Gabriyel.Thomas. That's Gabriel.Thomas. That's Gabriyel.Thomas. Period.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You got to spell it out because, again, names are so important. There's power in them. There's power in pronouncing them correctly.
Yes.
So we had our dear friend Wanze on here earlier, and he was letting people call it Wanza. I'm like, that's not your name, though.
Yeah.
It's Wanze, because they'll just say it wrong, and they'll just run with it and tell other people, and then you got to correct out the city.
Exactly.
And I was like, no. I'll give you alliterations. I'll be like, Richard, like Chardonnay, Champagne, Chandelier,
Yeah.
whatever you need to remember it correctly, because I won't answer to anything else.
Yeah.
So
You
get
gotta
it right, spell it right.
Yeah.
We're so grateful to have you, and your manifestations will absolutely come true. We feel it in our souls, in our bones, in our bodies. But until next time, I'm Ri'chard.
And I'm Nicole.
And this has been Melanated in Melbourne.
Bye, everyone.
This has been Melanated in Melbourne, a podcast that analyzes the Australian lifestyle from the lens of two Black American besties. Visit us at melanatedinmelbourne.com or follow us on Instagram to send us your comments or questions. Thank you for listening.